Greetings. What up to all the people coming in to the live show? We are live. And this week we're going to be talking about everything to do with Black Widow. Did you check out the movie? I want to know what you thought. So I'm going to look so forward to putting your comments on screen. Now this right here is an opportunity as people are coming in on the live to say what's up to everybody watching this on the replay. If you're seeing this on the replay, then this is me saying what's up to you. We got a great show tonight. We're following up from last week's broadcast where we revealed the official first image for the Snyder Cut the movie. This week we're following it up by talking all things Black Widow. I want to know what you thought, so get in the chat on YouTube or Facebook. And let's get into this right now.
On the Sean Ward Show, I've created the #1 destination on YouTube for Marvel and DC fan parody videos. So we wanted to create something cool and extra special for our most loyal and dedicated fans as we take on the biggest project we've ever done. We're working on an original animated movie and graphic novel project and developing our first feature film. Become a member to support the channel and help these big projects come to fruition. Become a member and I'll send you my exclusive VIP art magazine with stickers and collectibles quarterly right to your house. Click join underneath this video or join on Patreon to become a member right now.
Let's go!
At the age of 6, mega superhero fan Sean Ward was hit with a thunderbolt of truth. Grown-ups are idiots figuring things out no different than kids are. A revelation inspired by his villainous grade 1 teacher. Years later, with his childhood dreams all but dead, Sean found himself dialing for dollars with no hope in sight. He decided then and there, it was time to make a change.
So it's making the proclamation, you know what, if I'm going to be a famous comic book creator, if I'm going to be a famous entertainer someday, then I have to be a famous entertainer today, rather than puttering about and hoping that the rest of the world gives me permission.
Now, Sean is revolutionizing social media through fun and wacky superhero videos, bursting past 3 million subscribers and flirting with 1 billion views. He is rivaling the numbers of the likes of Will Smith and The Breakfast Club. Ladies and gentlemen, Super Sean Ward.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Thanks so much for coming and hanging out with me tonight. It is Monday. It is 9 o'clock, a little bit after 9 now, and I'm excited to be back with you here on the YouTube channel. So tonight we are going to look into all things to do with Black Widow. The movie came out this past weekend, and we are going to be talking about that. I especially want to know what you thought as I go into what content I'm going to create around this movie. And we'll see what everybody thought about that. But before we get into all of that, I definitely want to check in on the chat room and see what everybody's saying over here. So let's go up to the top of the list and see who's in the house. Got to say what's up to Tiana Rose, a longtime viewer, is back in the house. Welcome back. Steve Morales says, hey, he was one of the first ones in here. Hey, Sean, how's your day going? My day's going great, bro. All of a sudden, I'm in here. We're hanging out together. It's awesome. The man himself says, hi, Sean. Hello to you. Victoria Kelly Williams is back in the house. Appreciate you. Oh, the main man, Parker Cowan. What up? Oh, you're watching Beavis and Butthead? Nice. I haven't seen Black Widow yet, and I don't think I want to see it. You can tell me all about why that is, and we'll come up with what's that? I didn't watch it either. Are you going to watch it? The man himself? Are you going to watch it? Goodness gracious. And Jaslyn Quinez, did I say that right? I just watched Black Widows earlier. So let's get into all kind of things Black Widow. But first, I want to talk to you about this little thing that I revealed last week. We showed you the first official image from the Snyder Cut the movie. And there it is right there on the front page of my website. What you're looking at right here is the front page of the SeanWardShow.com, my official website. You can check it out to see my comics and my cartoons. Oh, look at that. You can even subscribe to my email newsletter, which you should do, by the way. And I will send you awesome stuff to your inbox. You can see all the awesome companies I've worked with, and get down on here. Look at that. You can support the show, and I will send you my exclusive members-only art magazine. Now, the thing I always want to point out, or at least in the last week or two, is that I'm going to be getting the summer issue out very soon. So make sure that you click this big join button right here, and become a member, and so that I can send you the spring issue and you won't miss it. And you won't have to pay $50 for it on the website. I don't want you to have to pay $50 for it. I want you to be able to get it for free as part of your membership and not miss it when the second issue comes out. So get that one, and then you get the summer issue comes out straight away. But what I wanted to talk to you about right quick was this: the Snyder Cut, the movie. This is a thing that we're working on that's going to be a 40-minute long animated film plus graphic novel project. There's info about it. It's all on the website. It's all at theshawnwardshow.com. And you can check this space, check this website for announcements, and of course, sign up to that email list. All right. So to y'all in the chat who said you're not going to watch, Parker Cowan, you say that you are not into Marvel or DC at the moment. Why is that? Why are you not into Marvel or DC at the moment, bro? I got to know. And then Steve Morales, I just watched Black Widow on Saturday. What did you think? Tell me what you thought. For me, here's what I'm going to hit you with. Boom. It's Black Widow time. All right. So as you know, when I am getting excited for a new Marvel movie, it becomes like the most important thing in my life. And this is not just because, oh, wait a minute. Why am I leaving that comment on screen? Oh my God. Okay. And you know what? I might even turn off the ticker for this. And I'm going to shut this door. I forgot to shut the door when I went live, everybody. I'm going to shut this door right now. Sorry about that. I'm back. I'm back. Don't worry about it. Okay. So, Black Widow. What did I think? A lot of people have been asking. Some people even said I need to put up a review. So here we go. I'm going to give you my Black Widow review. Now, when a new Marvel movie is coming out, it is the most important thing that's going on in my world. In fact, before pandemic times, when a new Marvel, DC, any kind of superhero, comic book related movie would come out, I would buy 24 tickets, 28 tickets, 30 tickets. I would take a mob of people, and it would be like our office party. This was like the office picnic, basically. Is every time a superhero movie came out, we would go, and we would go in a huge group. If you go on my social media, you can see where I'm always shouting out the Sean Ward Show Movie Club. Well, now the Sean Ward Show Movie Club has been forced to move inside. We've had 2 editions of it. The first was Wonder Woman 1984, and the second is now Black Widow. Remember when Black Widow and Wonder Woman 1984 were supposed to come out within like a month of each other last year? It's kind of wild to think that that's affected like the timing of this movie. Would it be received any differently? Would we have any different opinions on it had it came out when we thought it was gonna? Because their plan, I think, was for like Endgame, and then this was going to come out the following year. And this would just be like a sort of a flashback chapter in the story before they go on and do other things. So for it to like have this whole year-long buildup instead and have to be like this event movie that's carrying the torch for the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, you could see why there was a lot of anticipation for this movie and a lot of pressure on this movie to perform. Now, it started out very, very strong. I really liked that opening scene with the family and setting up that whole thing. And David Harbour's revealing he's got powers and all that kind of stuff was very, very exciting. The first act was great. I love the setup. Where it gets into some corniness is in the second act, when some of y'all will know what I'm talking about, when she's falling off of a bridge or a fire escape and she's hitting everything on the way down. And it's not hurting her. She's getting up, no problem. There was a point where it's like we were actually in the office watching this movie on the screen here in the office. And I actually had to turn at one point and say, we're tiptoeing towards Wonder Woman 1984 territory here, because some of the action in that movie was so just implausible. So just like insane, like a mismatch of tones. And that's kind of what I felt here with a little bit of action stuff in the second act of the movie, is that mismatch of tones. But yeah, what I really want to do now is create a Black Widow, like an animated review. And I've got my whole iPad here. I've got my whole Cintiq ready to go on this. But yeah, the main thing though is, does it deliver in the end? Does it bring it in for a landing? And I felt like it kind of does. I was listening to some reviews on YouTube earlier today, and the consensus on there between the reviews that I looked at was that once they started pointing out some things that we didn't get to see certain people fight, and we didn't get to see, like, there was a lot of, one of the complaints is that there's a lot of like telling and not showing, which is the opposite of like good filmmaking, right? So that for me is one of the things that I noticed right off the bat, was that there's a lot of like characters talking about stuff that I would prefer that they show. So there is that aspect of it where it kind of feels a little bit like this is just like, okay, we kind of feel like everybody expects us to make this Black Widow movie. We got to make this Black Widow movie. So let's get a Widow movie out. I will say this though, my impression of Captain Marvel when that one came out was that Captain Marvel's directors had no interest in like Marvel or superheroes. They didn't relate to the material, that they got plucked out of like indie obscurity where they were like, you know, that's some critically acclaimed movie that then, you know, Marvel hires them to direct Captain Marvel based on those credentials, but not because of anything that they've expressed, having any kind of like knowledge or understanding of the characters or the situations, right? That was the feel I got from Captain Marvel. I did not get that feeling from Black Widow. Black Widow's shortcomings are in like the development and in the screenwriting. The director seems like she came to play, and so she wants to mount like these epic action scenes, and she really wants to get into something really meaty, right? So the development of this film, the story they chose to tell, and then how they decided to go about telling it is where like kind of this movie's shortcomings are. So one of the things that I thought of, that I just thought of this earlier today, was that it's almost a problem corporate wide, like at Disney. And so being that there's like these unsatisfying kind of story elements, I even noticed like when David Harbour was talking about, "Do you guys Captain America talked about me?" Like that's almost like that old thing about like, how's the saying go? Like if you're going to show a gun in the first act, somebody has to shoot it in the third act, like that old saw, you know what I mean? So when David Harbour's talking about, you know, just Captain America talk about me, good screenwriting dictates that you have to have them meet later in the movie. So to just have it be this thing that he kind of references, like there was a lot of the kind of that going on. And so what it got me thinking about was that this is becoming like more and more and more of a problem, that like it's kind of hitting the beats and following the formula, and it's like scene, action, scene, action, scene. Like it's how these things progress. It's becoming, you know, like almost like a Lego set, how they put these movies together structurally. And what I realized is that these movies do so much business. The box office on all of these movies is so huge. Disney has the art of creating blockbuster hits down to a science, where there's this feel that the soul's kind of sucked out of it a little bit. And there's no incentive to go the extra mile. Like look at it on a level of like, everybody's just people going to work, trying to get home in time for dinner. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever wants to stay at work late if you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of on that level where it's like they don't have the incentive to push further and make it just that thing that's going to make it be extra special. It just has to be adequate. And sort of they've got a formula for what adequate means. And as long as they hit that, it'll go out. And they've done such a great job of building up excitement for it. And they know how to put the pieces in the right order and in the right ratios to know what, you know, the sliders are, this much drama and this much action. And then you go, oh, well, this much action because it's like, so it's hitting those beats. But I'm curious how long Marvel can keep that up before audiences turn on it. You keep hearing different filmmakers, directors, pundits, whatever, talking about how, you know, superhero movies are going to be like Westerns back in the day. There was a time when Westerns were ubiquitous and it seemed like that's all anybody wanted to watch. And then, you know, it fell by the wayside, fell out of favor. And so everybody's kind of waiting for, when's Marvel going to screw up? When's Marvel going to have their first flop? A lot of people thought it was going to be Guardians of the Galaxy, but then that won everybody over. It's like, oh, Marvel is unstoppable. You can't be topped. So they executed perfectly all the way through to Endgame. Can they carry it past that? I think they can. Is this their strongest work? Maybe not. Is it a good time at the movies? Hell yeah. And that's my take on Black Widow. So let's get back to your comments. Let me see. It's me, Casey. Let me go back up a little bit. Man, I watched Black Widow on Saturday. I can't because I have to pay for it. That's true. It is a extra $35 to watch it, but like compared to taking 30 something people to the movies, $35 on Disney Plus is a bargain. I don't want to put this comment on screen because it mentions people by name, but Parker Cowan, she played Catwoman and roped him into playing Batman. You've got it backwards. Steve Morales is here to say Black Widow was good. I agree. It was lots of fun. Black Widow it's not just that it's like a prequel, it legitimately is, specifically and factually is a prequel. Absolutely it is. To answer your question, because I'm one of those people who has an obsession with something for a while and then moves on to something else. I might watch it in the future. Well, then I should take it as a compliment, Parker, that you are still hanging around and watching my show. If your interest is prone to wandering and you're getting interested in other things, the fact that you're still on my channel and still commenting on so many videos, I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you very much. Sean, I have the Flash Lego. Well, that's dope. I wish I had the Flash Lego. Dude, okay, Jonathan Mendoza. This is what I was saying to somebody else in the comments earlier and to Parker in a private message on Twitter, is that Violet Love is never returning as Black Widow or Catwoman or anything. She would have been welcome to, except that her boyfriend, fiance, stole, or I should say, let's just say appropriated a lot of money from me. But we'll get into that another time. I will just get in is watching your Batman video with Robbie. Which one is that with Robbie? I'm not sure who you mean, Robbie. I'm not sure which Robbie. Do you like Cobra Kai? I love Cobra Kai. Dude, when I do exercise, when I work out, I put on a VR headset and I go on the elliptical. And so what I love doing in the VR headset is putting on the YouTube app the Netflix app. I do the YouTube app as well, but on this case, it's any video viewing app is the point, because it gives me a big, it's like having your own private cinema. It's just in the VR headset, makes it look like you're watching it on this giant movie screen while I'm on the elliptical doing my exercise. It's a lot of fun. I love it. Can't wait for Spider-Man No Way Home. Me neither. That looks so awesome. It's just a Spider-Man movie. So of course we all think it's going to be awesome. Everybody's, where's the trailer? Where's the trailer? Where's the trailer? I just got finished watching your Batman and Iron Man Spider-Man video. Well, awesome. Discount Legendary. Thanks for checking it out. I hope you liked what you saw. Boom. Spider-Man, No Way Home, and Black Widow new trailer. Well, where is the trailer? I want to see the Spider-Man trailer. I love your show. It's very funny. Well, it loves you back, bro. It thinks you are terrific. Okay, guess what, everybody? I got to tell you, happy birthday to beloved Benton. She's in the house. I don't think she's here anymore. I think it reads like she put the comment and then got out of here. But she says, sorry, I'm off my birthday dinner. Just quickly saying hello. Well, thank you so much for joining in. Happy birthday to you. I don't even think you're here anymore. But this is your bro. I hope you come back and watch this later on and see the replay and see that we shouted you out on the live. Happy birthday, beloved Benton. One of the longest serving members. See that sign right there beside her name? That is telling you that she is a member right here on YouTube. She has clicked that join button. She is also a supporter on Patreon. She's doing double duty. So that's why she gets the biggest shout out and all of the love. And happy birthday to you. Flash and Sonic, they're both amazing. I would love to see a Flash versus Sonic movie. Wouldn't that be cool? All right. Who played Black Canary in your Joker obstacle course video from 2 years ago? That's a great question. I don't remember. I got to go look in that. Who was that? That might have been Violet's sister. Don't quote me, but that might have been Violet's sister. That's what I think. How are you? I'm terrific. All right, so we have covered Jenna Eveld in the house. Jenna, how you doing? Jenna Eveld. Yeah. That's right, Jenna Eveld. All right. So, without further ado, this is the point where I wanted to just remind you that we are doing this thing called, where's it at? Hold up. I'm tapping on my screen. Boom. Right here, the Snyder Cut the movie. revealed this first official image to you last week. And now we got the whole section on the website. You go to theshawnwardshow.com and you can check out all of the info. So this website right here, this page is where we're going to be putting all of the info. So make sure you check this out for updates and subscribe to the email newsletter right at the bottom of this page to get all of the updates sent straight to your inbox. And it's really just that easy. TheShawnWardShow.com. That's the website right there. My favorite video is Spider-Man. A lot of people's favorite video is Spider-Man. It's very, very fun. Hey, Sean, what you Spider-Verse? Oh, yeah. I hope that all those actors are in there. And my favorite movie is The Beatles' Yellow Submarine. You ever see that one? It's a cartoon movie about the Beatles. All right. So with that, I believe we have talked about Black Widow. And so that is going to bring this broadcast to a close. So thank you very much for checking it out, everybody. It was fun to pop in on you. And we'll be talking some more. Join me for next week for more fun. I don't know what the topic is going to be, but we'll talk next week about something. It'll be awesome. So thank you very, very much for joining in. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace, everybody.